Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Okay, so this is basically the second video, just to give you a further update on the task. And also, I think I'm going to include a little bit of technical information, simply because if somebody else is watching on YouTube, it'll help them to take out the air conditioning compressor out. So hopefully it'll make it easier for somebody. But let me quickly give you a first update. So this is the part that I told you about. Which is basically seized. This is the air conditioning compressor, and finally managed to take it out. I've been working since yesterday, so it was a little bit of a challenge to take it out. The very first thing is that you have to take 3 bolts out, one from here, second one from down there, and another one which is at the back there. So this one. Okay, so basically I now have a correct part number, which is 447208221. I'm going to double check that, but I believe that's the part number, which is basically down here. I think I read it right, but I'll double check it once I lift the part up again. Anyway, this compressor is completely seized, which is why the belt slips and starts burning. Okay, so I've told you you have to take 3 bolts out, 2 from the side, so you can see the air compressor is now out from down there. So that's where the air conditioning compressor was. The interesting thing is I found out to take the last bolt at the back, you have to actually go into the car, which is and it's quite a tight place, so that's the one that took the longest to take out. And so I had to actually jack the car up, so I put a safety jack as well, so 2 jacks down there just to keep things safe, and also another support as well. And this here is your power steering pump, and so that's got 3 bolts that you have to take out. So if you look here, you have to take out this one from the front, and there's 2 at the back, one there and one at the top, which is there. So these 2 and this one here. So these 3 bolts have to come out, and also there's a locking nut on the tank, which you have to take out from the back to get the tank off. So I emptied the power steering fluid so that all of that could be taken out before taking the pump. And underneath the car I had to take out this guard so that I could reach the bolt. So that's just basically a plastic cover that goes under the car. Once you take this off, you can then access the 3rd bolt, which is this one here, and that comes out. Also, there are 2 air conditioning pipes that connect to the compressor. This one and this one, they're both connected via, they're both tightened basically. We're using an Allen key, and it's this bolt here. So this one goes into the compressor. One of them is longer and the other one is shorter, and I've marked them so I know which one goes where. And for the air compressor, basically it's these bolts, quite long, and these are the ones that go on the sides. Okay, so basically that's your air conditioning compressor out. The pump is out, which is for your power steering, and the guard. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to check this part on eBay, exact match, to make sure I'm ordering the right part. I've already seen about 3 of them on eBay, so they're anywhere between 60 to 130 pounds, depending on what the mileage of the car was. I'm also going to go to Mercedes tomorrow to check how much one of these new parts is, to see if there's a huge price difference. I'm expecting that the price of the air compressor Mercedes is going to be very expensive. I know Euro car parts sell it for good close to £300, but they've got different variations of it, so I still have to check. Okay, so basically now that the part is out, I'm going to be able to order this and get this fitted for you. I think the installation is not going to take as long, because now I know where all the bolts go, and basically everything is out, so hopefully it's not going to take very long to install, but I do need the part. Okay, the other thing is now on my car, which is exactly the same as yours. This housing, which is for your power steering, Mercedes recommend that if you take the power steering out, you change the tank, because there's a filter inside and you should change it. It's about I think £30. I did change it on my car when it reached 100,000 miles, and so I'll change that as well when I go to Mercedes. You have to actually buy the new seals as well, which go at the back, which are like a couple of pounds. It's not very expensive. The other thing I'm going to do is when I order when I go to Mercedes, I'm also going to get the new seals for your air conditioning pump as well. So a seal for there, a pipe which I have already removed and put it on the side. I'm just going to pause the video and I'll show you that as well. Okay, so this is the pipe which basically connects on top of the compressor. Goes here like this. Okay, and so I'm going to order the seal that goes under. I'm just going to put it there. That seal there, that should be renewed. So I'm going to buy a new one of those. Again, these are not very expensive, very cheap. And the seal on that side, on the other end of the pipe, is basically connected here, there. So that one, I'm going to buy that as well to get that new seal in. And that's about it. Okay, something else that I spotted, which I think you should be aware of, and I think it's quite important. So I'm just going to pause the video again, and I'm going to go under the car and show you something. So just bear with me. Okay, Omar, so I'm now under the car. This is basically the back of your tire, and there's your brake disc. And what you can see, the edges are completely corroded. So I'm just going to try to sharpen the image for you. So you can see there the edges are completely corroded. So these discs are quite dangerous actually, so they need changing. So that's your passenger side front, and I'm going to show you the other side, which is quite similar. So you can't really see very much in the camera, but basically your discs on both sides are quite corroded. Actually, I can't show you on this side, but it's exactly the same as you see on this side. You can see, if I put a light right next to it, you can see how corroded that is. Basically, that's what the hydraulic system clamps onto to stop your car. So I don't know what the condition is at the back, but I assume if the front are this bad and you haven't had them changed, probably the rear ones are going to be just as bad as the front ones. Okay, so I'm just going to pause this again. Right, okay, I'm again on top of the car now. So basically, I've shown you the front brake discs. Now, my assumption is that, you know, when you took your car for MOT, chances are the person actually whoever inspected the car, they probably advised you that these discs are worn. If not, I'm quite surprised, because these discs don't look like that they've been worn recently. They've been worn for quite some time, and they are beyond the limit. You can actually see the grooves on the edges are actually breaking. Okay, something else I want to point out is that when I got the car checked for the gas, which was basically the refrigerant gas, basically goes into the compressor, and it's the compression that actually allows the gas to be cooled, to be cooled. And so you've got your grill at the front, which basically circulates your refrigerant, and that's how your air conditioning works. Basically what I found was that there was no gas in your system. So normally you can imagine, I mean, it takes some time for all the gas to be removed, and chances are, I believe, because you didn't have any gas in your air conditioning system, that's probably why this compressor actually went faulty. Obviously, until I've installed a new one and I get time to actually open this one, I wouldn't be able to tell you what the damage was inside, but that's the likelihood of that's probably that's the probable cause for this compressor going faulty. So there you have it, Umar. That's the full update. I will speak to you again tomorrow after I've been to see Mercedes, and I'll let you know what kind of prices they're giving, and also what I've got available via eBay, and we'll take it from there, and we'll get this installed and hopefully get your car up and running again. But yeah, do get the discs changed as well. I'll see if I've got some time once the car is fully finished. Maybe we can arrange another time to actually get the discs changed. If not, I can advise you where to take it and get the disc changed again. Okay, thank you.